We just broke the news to Luke Kuechly that we have his draft profile, and we took out all the good things. Carolina Panthers linebacker joining us on behalf of Gatorade here. Now, do you want me to read it, or would you like to read it? Because sometimes it's a little better when
I'll let you read it, and then we can hear it from you. That way I can be mad at you for it.
No, you got your degree from Boston College. I'm going to give it to you. Okay. So here's right. J.J. Watt did it. Drew Brees did it. Now, these are just the bad things they said about you. These are real things that were said about Luke Kuechly.
All right, first one. Inflated tackle production, as most tackles came 5 to 8 yards downfield.
Okay.
That's probably from my dad.
Your dad
He would always say that. He said that half your tackles are just jumping on the pile. So,
wow.
So he might have wrote that.
Okay.
Doesn't get up in the line of scrimmage to make powerful impact plays. That might still be the case. NFL guards, fullbacks, and tight ends will dominate him at the point of attack. Luckily, I have good defensive tackles. Star and KK and Vern and Kyle do a really good job. So luckily, if I didn't have those guys, it might be a different situation. His overall lack of speed and flexibility. See, flexibility comes into play because my dad always said, are you stretching? When dropping the coverage, indicates a poor skill set to handle man duties. Luckily, we have Thomas so he can guard people in man coverage. Routinely driven off the ball when engaged, he doesn't show the strength to fight off blockers.
How the hell did you make it in the NFL?
I don't know. Doesn't show strength to fight off the blockers. So, I mean, I think that kind of implies that I'm soft. So, you got to work on that. Kuechly is an average athlete with good vision, but poor strength and no ability to work off blockers. Daggone. I might as well just quit. Hey, you know what? Hey, just a little humbling thing, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys rate these?
Aren't you glad you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
Yeah.
One of you guys.
A cameraman also.
And then my dad was 6. So it was you guys plus my dad.
How tough was your dad on you?
No, he was great. He was very supportive. Whatever you wanted to do, he was cool with it. But you just had to finish it. You know, I wrestled for 1 year when I was younger. I didn't do very well, and I didn't really quite, frankly, enjoy it a whole lot. But he said, if you're going to start it, you got to finish it. And for me, he said, if you want to come in and wrestle for 1 year, great, but you got to finish that year. And so it was after I got done with that year, he said, if you don't want to wrestle anymore, you're good. So it was never. He was there supportive regardless if I wanted to play football, if I didn't want to play football, if I wanted to play basketball or soccer or lacrosse, whatever it was. Both him and my mom were very supportive. So
how many scholarship offers?
Oh man, my final 4 schools. That's I don't remember how many I had, but the final 4 were Stanford, Duke, BC, and Virginia. So I couldn't get in any of those schools with just so I figured I might as well. That was another thing that my mom and dad said. You got to try to go somewhere that you wouldn't have been able to get into without football. So that's why I picked those schools.
Now, why not Stanford?
It just, when I got out there, it just felt far away. You know, it was.
And who was coaching at the time?
Coach Harbaugh.
Oh.
So they were good. You know, they had Andrew Luck. They were they were just on the cusp of, you know, kind of breaking out and being really good. I think they were good a couple years before too. But I got out there and it just felt far away. It would have been hard for my parents to get to games. You know, they came. One of them was at every game except one. So they could drive down to the Carolinas. They could go to the games in Virginia. And so everything was pretty easy for me to get to.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.